Hey guys, I'm back. Let's talk about Rampage. So, Decepticon Rampage is probably one of the simplest Transformers I've ever transformed. And as I've said, a figure that I've always wanted in my collection. I never got the original Transformers Revenge of the Fallen version, and having this figure in my collection does seem a little bit surreal. I can't believe it's in my hands. I do like it, and here it is in vehicle mode. I do like the paint apps right here in the scoop. The smokestacks I wish were a little bit a different color than the drab gray that they are. I like the paint applications that they did put in the cab because it is not clear plastic. That is all painted black and blue with the black bits on top. This tread is painted black and or is it molded in black? I think it's molded in black, but it looks like a glossy paint, which I do like. Um, Probably the simplest transformation I've ever transformed, the transformer I've ever transformed. So without further ado, I do like the vehicle mode, the paint apps are and everything, but I think I'm gonna keep it in robot mode as I do most of my transformers. So to start this guy off, what I would do is untab these sections right here. Just kind of dig your nail in there if you guys have nails. They just lift up. Then rotate this piece out. It's one of these pieces. This one right here. You want to rotate that out. And then that will free him up. Just a little bit. Oh, and then you want to untab him at the bottom. And that frees up his arms. And you basically have him transformed. So this section that was tabbed in right here, you just want to swivel these out. That becomes part of his hands. I call it the lower thumb. Lift up his head. And then you want to just fold this part out. And then his little pogo stick thing comes out of the cab. From there, you want to go ahead and rotate that all the way out. You want to go ahead and move these pieces back. I already did it on this side. Then you could bend out his arms, fold them down. He doesn't really have that much posability. And then this section, you want to just bring that forward. So then bring this forward. And then this section right here will just come forward as well, which makes his hand. And there we go. That's it. Oh, not really. Just kidding. This section comes out and makes those little whip things, which I always thought was a cool design. I remember watching the trailer. I thought it was a big hammer, but no, it was just him whipping Bumblebee. And yeah, that's about it. He does come with this piece. This piece does incorporate into a vehicle mode. However, I think it looks dumb. So I just kept it out, and you just attach that to the bottom so that way he could stand. Now this guy does have some issues, like his arm is a little bit too loose on mine. However, you could get him in some pretty dynamic poses. You could have him like balancing on one hand and everything. I like his face. His face is well painted in there. I like the red beating eye and everything. It's not even beating, but I mean, I like the way that they molded it so it looks like it's a red eye. The paint apps actually help make that pop out. The eye is the same red as the plastic that they use because it isn't even painted. The whips I do like. You could even just have them there as well, but I like having them out. He is a triple chain, like not a triple changer in a sense, but he does turn into the leg of Devastator. Now that I haven't done yet, and I'm waiting for the Devastator, like for the whole collection to talk about that. He does have some articulation in his hands. However, the arms don't really move that well. They just go up and down and they swivel around on this hand. On the shoulder joint right here, I guess you could call that a shoulder joint. And other than that, the transformation joint allows him to have that kind of like butterfly joint there. His head is on a ball joint. You can make him look right, left, and everything. It does swivel again because it's on a double ball joint. And then it just goes up and down. But that's about it for posability. I do like the details on this figure. Again, Studio Series does a great job with details and everything. You can take these smokestacks off and connect it into the hand on this little tab right here. There's a slot in there that this just goes tabbed into. So let me go ahead and do that really quick. And that's supposed to represent the gun that he was pointing at Sam when he was interrogating him. That's pretty much all he comes with. Again, I wish he came with like a Ravage or something. And it fell. I'm just going to connect it back. I wish he came with like a Ravage or something because he did fight along with Ravage. But that's about it for this figure and talking about him. I'll do some size comparisons with... I guess I'll do it with the Bumblebee that I have. And that should be it. Now, guys, I do like the paint applications on this figure. Paint apps are really good when it comes to the arms and everything, but it is kind of basic in a sense. And here he is right next to the Last Night Bumblebee, the closest representation to the Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee that I have. I do have the Studio Series 18 Bumblebee, but I don't know if the scaling would be proper. I think it would be if this would be a little bit taller for the Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee. Hopefully we do get a Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee. That would be really cool to have. I do like the scaling with this. It's not that bad. I just I love that fight scene with these two. And here he is right next to his leader, Megatron. This is the Voyager size scale Megatron. And I do like how Megatron is bigger than him. I do think this scaling does work perfectly. You guys mean a lot to me, the people who watch my videos. You guys are awesome, and I hope you guys have a great day.